Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. I'm Mika the lecturer of Accounting Department in State Polytechnic of Malang. In this occasion, let me present our research with the title of
Visualizing public sector accounting with Android-based augmented reality during the pandemic COVID-19. Our research background was derived from the problem of accounting learning, which is the problem of accounting learning what occurred before the pandemic COVID-19, which was dominantly by the problem of traditional learning, which is this traditional learning equipped by textbook, whiteboard, PowerPoint, and etc., with this phenomena led to little enthusiasm toward traditional learning, such as boredom and saturation during the class. So the transfer knowledge not going well, or it meant that the students are not mastering the material well. And then the pandemic COVID-19 will come. Then the situation gives the new learning problems, such as one is lockdown, and two, shocking lecturers and the students with the situation, and three, the needs to help on online learning, and four, internet problems, and five, so many data usage from the student's point of view, and the sixth is student less engaged. The fact is, school or universities practice do not always seem to keep up with the ways modern children like to learn new things and communicate new ideas and knowledge among them. And then the second fact is the global lockdown of education institution is going to cause major interruption in student learning, so we need resources to rebuild the loss in learning. So we think that augmented reality can be an alternative of interactive and innovative learning media on this situation. Now we want to show you our application overview. The first is we build our application based on Android mobile device. And the second, our application were offline. But we give an exception for the quiz, which is we build gamification on this application. And the third, this application but do not need so much quota data because this application is offline. And the fourth is this application displays so many visualized materials such as two-dimensional video, PDF file, animation, and game. And the five, our application can be played repeatedly every time. So if the student do not understand about the material, they can replay until they mastering the material. And the last is our application will appropriate with the Z generation, which is they are gadget minded. This is the preview research of augmented reality, which is the most of the research stated that the student motivation in learning using augmented reality was higher than they learned from the books. And then the second stated that augmented reality technology has a potential impact on educational development. So our research purpose is to provide students with an interactive and innovative learning media to improve the enjoyable learning on public sector accounting during the COVID-19. This is our research method, which is we use a research and development approach on this research with this following step. The first step is a research, and second is development, and the third is testing until our product was done. And then in the development stage, we use the United software to develop our application. This is our finding research. The first is about installation process. And actually, we have generated the application to these QR codes. So the user or the students can scanning this QR code and automatically install it. And then after this, will appear this application shortcut in the mobile device, and this is our menu interface. For the information, we have 7 markers on this application, and the first marker is figure like this, which is this figure was the result of the configuration when the first marker is pointed at the camera, then appear the two-dimensional object, which is animation video of public sector organization. The second marker is also show the two-dimensional object, which is animation video of non-profit organization material. The third marker show up the PDF file of non-profit organization accounting standard. And then the fourth marker will image the PowerPoint video of the articulation of financial report of non-profit organization. The fifth marker will show up the two-dimensional object, which is animation video of asset neutral material. Okay, this is the figure of six marker, which this left picture is show as the sixth question with the answer option. And then this picture show us that the students give the wrong answer. And then this picture show the bonus to the students, which is they can fix again their wrong answer. And then this picture is show as the graphic of student's point, which is it can grow up or go down, rely on their answer, which is wrong or correct. Okay, this is the last marker. We'll show up the Microsoft Word and Excel file of the exercise key answers. So before scanning this marker, the lecturer will give the students case study to do by them, and then after they finish their exercise, they can matching their answer sheets to this marker. After we finish our product, then we help on experiments. Our experiments was doing in online classroom because of the pandemic COVID-19. And then our research or our experiment was held on vocational high schools. And the purpose of our experiments is want to know the students' motivation. We build the students' motivation by the instructional rigid material motivation survey that developed by Tamara M. and Digus on 2010. Then it has the four dimensions, which is attention, relevance, confidence, and satisfaction. Besides the students' motivation, we want to know the level of difficulty and enjoyment of the students during this experiment. So, from the scale we have developed by ourselves. This is the picture of our file testing. And this is which is the students do this file testing from their home. This is the indicators to measure the students' motivation that explore in 12 indicators from attention, relevance, confidence, and satisfaction, which is measured by the student opinion from strongly disagree until strongly agree. It means that we use the fourth Likert scale. Then, this is the indicators to measure the student difficulties and enjoyment of the application. We develop 8 indicators of the two dimensions. Okay, this is the experiment result, where the 12 dimensions of student motivation have the point above 3.5, and then the 3 dimensions of difficulties have the point above 3.52, and then the 3 dimensions of enjoyment have the point above 3.5, and then 1 dimension of enjoyment have the point 3.5, and then 1 dimension of enjoyment have the point under the 3.5. So we can state it that all of the indicators from the attention, relevance, confidence, satisfaction, difficulties, and enjoyment will get the upper medium level. Okay, this is our research conclusion. The first is about attention, the first dimension of student motivation. The students stated that this application keeps the students' attention. It means that they still focus and attractive to the material during this experiment. And the second is about the relevance. The students say that the learning materials were relevant to the student interest with respect to the learning object. And the third is about the confidence. They said that they feel the material application helped them to understand the material and doing the test well. And the last dimension of student motivation is about satisfaction. The students are good at, they have a high sense of satisfaction. So it means that they are very satisfying with this application. The other dimension is about difficulties. The students say that they don't have any difficulties in this application. It means that this application was user-friendly. The last dimension is about enjoyment. The students stated that the interface, design, and color were attractive to them. So we can conclude that the student respond with enthusiasm, followed instruction easily, and seemed very comfortable with the use of mobile device as a learning tool. And the second, if compared with the synchronous learning model on pandemic COVID-19 like Zoom, Google Meet, and etc., this learning media was cheaper than that on achieving the learning objective. Thank you.